Hello, everybody. Today I'm back with the next set of Dr. Mario World levels, starting with stage 691. The final set will get us to 700, which is pretty crazy that I've made 700, I guess I've made, 130 videos on levels. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, this first level here is a little bit of a puzzle, I guess, but not really. You just need to get rid of the electric boxes on the side and on top to get to this first lock. Then putting 2 reds in there as soon as it's unlocked. And it opens up the next part. Then all you need to do is hit the top on this one. Actually, I think you only need to hit the top on the other one as well. So just getting those blues in there opens that up. Now you can move over to the green. Well, I'm still trying to hit some of the stuff on the side here. You will need to get all the coins out of these blocks. And whenever you have extra colors that you can use towards opening up the next section, you can bring it down, like I brought that double red over to get into the next green section. Also making sure to clear things when it's on the correct rotation for the electric boxes. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to bring something down so that I can get this blue to blow up on the right side. Even though it'll hit 1 electric box. So I guess it was worth it. And then we also want to hit that red, bring down the greens. We need the green on the correct side as well, so I'm going to bring down a red capsule to that red virus. And then get this green out of the way. Then we just have this final side here with a full, what is it called? A skill up. It gives you your skill entirely, so I would suggest trying to get your skill first before exploding that one, because it'll give you an entire new one. Especially if you're using someone like Wario, that'd be really helpful. I do think Wendy would be really good for this one, because the majority of it is going to end up getting the rest of the blocks out of the way. The viruses aren't too big of a deal. And if you get rid of all the blocks, then you can use your skill to get some viruses out of the way as well. Now, basically I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way to get all these viruses out, as well as hitting the block at the same time. I kind of messed up because that blue is covering the green over there. Makes it a little bit awkward, but I will figure out a way to get rid of that. I'm hoping to get a double blue so that I can put it in between there. But for now, we just have to work with what we've got. Like I said, the viruses are mostly gone. It's unfortunate I couldn't use that double green to get rid of that virus, but I can use it towards some of this other stuff here that I need to get rid of. I beat this one on my first try, as well as the next 2 levels, and then the final one is a hard one, so I did have to edit that one out. I almost got a whole video where I didn't have to edit it. I was going to be really happy, but it didn't work out. So now we just have this final block here that we need to hit, as well as 2 more greens for that virus. And then that's it. This one went pretty well. I feel like a couple of these levels I was close point-wise to failing. And I probably would have done better if I had given it another go, because I'd know what I was doing. But either way, I thought that one was pretty easy regardless. As well as this next one. I just had fun with all of these. Showcasing characters can make it much more frustrating because they just aren't meant for these levels. But when I just get to go through and choose Wario, or occasionally on like a hard level, I bring in another character, I think it works out pretty well. For this one, I don't know if it's always going to be those 2 blue cannons in the middle, but it was like that for me, so just bringing down a single blue capsule hit both of them. And now they also gave me a double green and a double red. Again, I have no idea if they always give you that. Maybe I got super lucky, I have no idea. But that just clears out all the coins and makes it much easier to get access to the rest of the level. I started working on the top right away. If you get any double blues, I would highly recommend bringing them into the middle as soon as you can. Although that could also not work out for you, because you kind of need the crates. You need to use the crates kind of as platforms to get rid of the colored colored crates, which you do need to get rid of all of them. So maybe it would be in your best interest to bring in someone like Larry, so that you don't have to work on them. But really, it's not too hard to do it, and all the top are red crates, the middle is all blue, and the bottom is all green. So it kind of, it's pretty easy to do it, or to get the colors where they need them to go. It's not all jumbled around, they're all nicely put together. Now that I have that whole left side done, I can start bringing stuff down to the bottom. Again, I need to bring those blues to the middle. I should have brought blues into the very middle so I didn't have to hit them both on top and on bottom. But I will do that in the middle on this right side here. I'll bring down a double blue into the middle. And that hits all of the blue crates right away. Now I just need to get rid of some of these regular crates so I can get into the middle. And then it's going to involve a lot of green capsules. So I'm going to want to save as many green capsules as I can for right now. I use these reds because I'm not going to need red anymore. Finally, I just have some blues to bring in. And then a lot of green going on. I would suggest, I guess it doesn't matter. No matter how you do it, you're going to end up with one row by itself, and then you can clear 2 at a time. Just make sure when you are able to do it, that you are able to do it 2 at a time and not just clearing 1 by themselves, because you're probably going to not have enough points. I feel like I was pretty close to missing out on the point, or like, I was pretty close to not getting 3 stars on this one. Maybe I wasn't as close as I think I am, but either way, again, that was my first try. Could have went better, but they give you a little slack, so it worked out pretty well. Like I said, I think Larry would be your best option after Wario. This next level here, I really don't know where to suggest starting. I tried starting in the middle, and it kind of worked out. In some ways it didn't. But, I don't know. I think it will go fine either way. You could start working on the top first. Either way, you need to get these keys out of the blocks so then they can fall into the doors in the block beneath them. And you're going to have to hit the top and the middle at some point anyway, so I don't even know if it matters which one you start with as long as you do both. This bomb that I got placed right here is really good because it gets rid of both those keys at the same time. And yeah, now that I had that door in the middle open and the key opened up, they both just got rid of each other right away. And that's basically the entirety of the level. The interesting thing is they don't specify you need to get rid of all the keys or all the viruses, but in reality you will have to get rid of all the keys and doors because they are covering up the blue coins behind them. But the viruses, some of them may move out of your way and you won't have to worry about them. Also, the flasks are constantly making bombs and cannons, and a lot of them will end up in your way, but luckily they actually help you clear out more than cause you trouble. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Here I kind of messed up. I was trying to do something else, but I ended up bringing down some other colors anyways to do that. And I would suggest, like right now I have all these coins at the top almost gone. I would suggest clearing them out as quickly as you can so they don't get covered up. Or if there are things placed there, they won't matter because the coin's are already gone. So I would suggest working on that as soon as you can. I think I get lucky with the placement here. Maybe I don't. I think I end up building up to those 2 blue floating viruses. And also this left corner here is kind of covered up awkwardly. So there's going to take a little bit of work to get into there. This one I remember cutting it super close. Not points wise, but capsules wise. I think you're most likely going to get 3 stars no matter how you do this one, just because there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff appearing, and if you keep like blowing stuff up and using the cannons they give you, that it should work out pretty well. Here I tried building up to the blue, but then it spawns in some other stuff, and then I mess up quite a bit. So I waste a lot of capsules doing that, and that was unfortunate. Also, I forgot to mention, you see the reds in the bottom 2 corners there? Those both have blue coins in them. I didn't realize that right away at first, but once I was getting towards the end, I was like, oh shoot, I really need to get that. And I should have brought that red down into it right away. But it does end up working out. You can see I'm almost out of capsules, but I'm just about to get Wario's skill, which will absolutely save me here. I get it right as I run out of capsules. And then I've got some reds here, and I realize I've got these 2 blue coins left. And I'm like, they must be these 2 red cornered ones because I've hit everything else. And luckily they didn't cover up that red virus and I was able to hit it. I still had a lot of, or not a lot, but I had a few capsules remaining, so it was alright. But yeah, I was cutting it close and Wario definitely came in handy. I suppose Wendy would be good to just get those keys and doors out of the way as quickly as you could. The crates kind of get in your way, but I don't think Roy would be that great for it anyways. Either way, moving to the next level. Here, you're definitely just going to want to get 2 green single capsules into the middle to hit that shell so that the green lock will open up, as well as giving you access to the blue and red lock, which you will have to hit at some point, and I was suggesting it as early as you can. So here I am trying to get some greens by themselves, get into the middle. Now you can see that the red side is more open than the blue. I used that green there. I think that was a pretty good move. Now I can bring a red over to that side, get a blue over to the other side, and now all of the locks will be open. Now after this, once you have everything open, you're going to want to go for the bombs whenever you can, because that's the majority of what you have left is the coins and the blocks. I don't think the coins are so hard to get that you would want to bring in Wendy, but I guess if you're not sure who to bring in, she could be helpful for sure. You will have to do a little bit of work to get some of those blocks towards the end, so it might be in your best interest to do that. But once you start clearing out all the bombs, you'll have to hit some of these viruses a couple more times. As you can see, some of the blocks might still have some coins in them, and you'll have to go back for them. But not so many coins that like you're spending a lot of capsules just doing that. It'll just be like 3 capsules on each corner or so. But some of the harder parts come in where, as you can see, I have to hit this blue first, and then I can hit the red bomb behind it. So I've kind of got to bring in some random capsules down there before I can put in a red. But you also get to hit some of the blocks a lot of the times as well. I think I was really close to not getting 3 stars on this one. I feel like it felt like I didn't have enough points, and I was kind of nervous when I was tallying it up. But I'm not sure what the cutoff is. It just seemed like I was close is all. So here's a level that it took me, I think, 2 tries. No wait, I tried it twice with Wario, and it wasn't working out, so I brought in Ludwig because it suggested it, and I thought about it and thought, hey, that might actually work out better than what I've been doing. So basically what Ludwig is going to do is take the ice off of all the viruses, which will mean that all the ones touching the fans, you only have to hit once, which is much more likely to not trigger the fans that way. And I just think it went better with Ludwig, and maybe I just had a better round in general, and Ludwig didn't really have much to do with that. I'm sure Wario would work out. It's just I lost twice with him and thought, this isn't really going the way I want it to. Maybe I could try someone else. And also I think a lot of time with Wario, I was waiting for the flash to spawn things in to help me. Like sometimes cannons will go over the coins, which can be really helpful, but I don't think you should rely on that too much because it's very unlikely to actually help you out half the time. So basically the coins, how they work is that the bottom row is going to spawn in, then the next level up, and just keep going up like that until you get to the top. So I would kind of suggest leaving some viruses towards the top so that you can use them to hit the coins later. What I'm doing here is just trying to avoid the top as much as I can and bringing stuff down to the bottom whenever I can. Like I need some greens down there to finish the job down here. And I also got really lucky with those bombs and cannon placements because that just got rid of a lot of the viruses near the fans, which are going to be the main problem. You really don't want to trigger the fans, and as you can see, what I've done is all the ice is off of the bottom row, and I haven't triggered any of the fans at all. So it's going to make it really helpful to, or like I don't have to worry about getting close to them. Like if I need to hit one of the viruses one of the times, I'm not too worried about it because the fans aren't even triggered yet. And the bombs and cannons will help you with that as well. So again, I wouldn't be too worried. Also, the flasks can spawn in more viruses, and you do need to get rid of all the viruses. So that can be a problem as well. I would kind of suggest avoiding the flasks once you're this far into it, as much as you can, because you don't want more viruses spawning in when you're so close to the end. But here, there are some viruses in these blocks, and things start to line up. But I realize now that I'm probably going to end up hitting a fan somewhere. So I'm kind of trying to get some greens. They're not giving me any greens. And I decide that I could get rid of the single virus by itself, except then I will have to trigger a fan anyways, so I just wait to get the greens and put it in there. I did get enough points without the extra capsules to get 3 stars, but I did have 1 capsule remaining, and I think that would have pushed me over the edge either way. Looks like about 35,000 is the cap for points, or maybe like 34,000. But anyways, I thought those levels were pretty fun. With Wario, they're pretty much a breeze. I'm interested to see what level 700 will be like. And I hope you're interested as well. And if you need any help, you know, I'll be here to help you out. So we've got that final set of levels coming out pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching this one. I'll see you then. Goodbye.